All right. What do you think, chat? Will we hit our land drops? Opponent's going first. We have 24 lands in the deck. I think this is a keep. Uh-oh. We lost. Good. Even drew it in order for me. Is this Golgari? No black mana sources. It is indeed Golgari. That's the dream opening. Although you want this guy to get bigger. Okay. Well, we get 3 for 1 out of that.
Wherever I go, I haven't forgotten how to destroy this.
Again, someone playing directly into Chain Whirler. Oh, it doesn't kill Vraska? Oh, it does. Okay. I was going to say, I thought I hit everything. Okay. Really kind of a 3 for 2 because Vraska already killed our shit, but still. That doesn't belong in Golgari midrange. This is like Graveyard Matters then? My hand is like so sick right now. Don't think I can justify Experimental Frenzy here. We can make him answer the Phoenixes. He may have Contempts. Contempt is fine. Chain Whirler is OP as shit when your opponent just refuses to play around it. Oh god. Okay. Why no attack from him? I have no idea. Yeah, 100% should have attacked. I would have taken 3. Wait, if I sacrifice this, doesn't it just come back? Alright. Discard the Phoenix for disrespect. Nah. Double Frenzy seemed like a safe one to discard. Didn't really want to give him a chance to get the Phoenix. I mean, granted, if he ever blocks with it, the card goes to my graveyard and you can never resummon the token, but still. How do you deal with 3 Rekindling Phoenixes? 3 Vraska's Contempts. Hand looks pretty unimpressive. We haven't drawn Karn yet. Maybe Karn will show up this game at a reasonable time. The deck is doing better than it should. Also, remember this is like, there's 2 types of constructed events you can buy into. One is competitive constructed, where you see good decks fighting each other, and one is this one, which is really good for testing decks if you want to test against janky aggro decks. Wait, why does it get +1/+1? Because +1/+1 is only to control another merfolk or an island. Oh, I missed that. What does this thing do? Draws a card. Okay. Give me another 1/1. Play the 1/1s. Play them. Play them. Play them. 3 1/1s. 3 Miscloaked Heralds. Go wide. Wide around the runaway Steenkin. Play 4 Miscloaked Heralds. Go on. he's reading our mind. He's in our head, chat. Now, the problem is we have too many lands in this deck. Problem is our next 6 cards are going to be lands. Alright, what do we need for the total number of lands to hit 4s consistently with this deck? Because that's where we want to be. Let's find out. We need lands in deck. We want to consistently hit 4 lands by 4. Jesus, we need 24 to do that 80% of the time. And that's where we're at. So if I get my attack in, I could War Boss post-combat, which is pretty painful, but it's probably better than... Certainly just attacking with Legion War Boss doesn't get me anywhere. Well... I think he wants to trade off Pioneer for War Boss. I think he does every single time. Could have attacked with the 1/1, but he just blocks it with the 2. Oh, the Chain Whirler after. Oh, that was so much better. Oh, I feel bad now. Still could have got the same number of attacks. I was like, the 1/1 doesn't matter. And I get, yes, it did matter. Bad plays, man, bad plays. All right. It mattered. That was the War Boss of Shane. Also the Mountain of Shame. What am I using for land calculations? I'm using math. Math done by people who do magic math. I mean, last game we won because we started with 2 lands and we drew more lands. We would have been able to attack with everything this turn if we hadn't fucked up last turn too. Bet you Karn's kind of bad in this deck. Bet you every time you have Karn, all they ever have you do is draw lands. Because you have way too many lands already. Still, if we get a Frenzy, we want all of our lands in play. You think this deck needs a 3rd Frenzy, probably needs 1 less Karn. It's probably a flash creature that I don't know about for Merfolk Tribal, but who the fuck plays Merfolk Tribal? Explain the idea behind Karn in this deck. Yeah, it's a mid-range red deck. It needs some sort of way of generating card advantage, and Karn is what it is. So I think it needs the Banefires back in. I think the Steamkins at 4, the War Bosses at 3 or 4, and the Experimental Frenzies probably need to go up 1. Maybe Karn down to 3 or even possibly 2. We need a 3rd land. And then it's just 3. It's like, how many War Bosses? Alright. Hopefully he is... Mono red's pretty bad for us. It's mono. Why? Who plays mono red in this event? Like, all right. I kill it so it can't kill my Steamkin. Need a land. Not a land. It's a land. Incoming Chain Whirler. Steamkin. I just Lava Coil it now and get 2/2s? No, I'm gonna need Lava Coil versus something else. Just traded him. Traded a War Boss. Alright, the problem is, right about now, he can pump it and deal shit, and that's fine. He can shock blows me out a little bit here, but the problem is not actually this. The problem is next turn, Chain Whirler is a problem. That's the problem. Second Steamkin, alright. Into a Pyromancer, sure. Kind of want to run out another War Boss. Well, let's kill that. War Bosses making War Bosses. Has he had enough? No. Not yet, he hasn't. Okay. He's at 1 on board right now. And you know what makes him at less than 1? War Boss number 3. No Lightning Bolt. Don't you have it? Alright. Okay. War Bosses. Such a ridiculous card. Whenever you're like land screwed, my opponent wasn't land screwed, but just like the tempo that creature generates is so stupid. Stupidly joyous. Jeskai decks have War Boss as a sideboard card versus control. Yeah, some of them run that as a sideboard as a way. If your opponent removes all of his creature removal, you can take over the game with it. This is a mid-rangey list. I mean, it's both really blue pills, right? Like it's mid-rangey really. It's not trying to overrun them with lots of small creatures. It's trying to get threats that grow over time with a bunch of protection for them and a bunch of things that are value oriented, right? The goblins, the Steamkins, the experimental frenzies, the Karns. They're all value oriented. It's the first time we've seen Karn in 7 games and we're running 2 of them, or 4 of them rather. Red again, huh? So many options here. Kind of like Lava Coil Pass, but again, like the Phoenixes are the issue. Let's see if he wants to trade. Maybe should have been a minus. I don't know. Takes 6 damage for him to kill this. It's not going to be super easy. Lava Coil for the Phoenix is really exciting for me here. Like, saving that. Yeah. Almost want a Frenzy here. Got enough mana for both.
A hideous choice.
That was a hideous choice. Land? Though Karn seems to have really bad synergy with Experimental Frenzy, by the way. Which of these 2 cards would you like to put into your hand? Well, I'd like to put the one that does something. He needed to manually stop that. If that happened in a paper game, I wouldn't have the 1/1 Goblin, because he'd be like, alright, main phase I'm casting the spell. But here, main phase casts, doesn't give priority back, and goes straight to combat, and then his effects on the trigger. It's kind of dirty. Seems like a good one to play right before Frenzy. I think it's time to start creating tokens.
Allow me to introduce you to
Oh, I don't have enough mana for that. Yes, I do. Have to play that first. All right. Yes, that's the best play. First fucking certain. Another Experimental Frenzy. I have the same issue he does. No!
say hello to my little friend.
I don't think there's any hasters we could have played for 2, but it was a mistake not at least looking. I guess I'm going to play the same fucking thing he did. +1 to get the Frenzy up. Oh, I forgot about Frenzy. This fixing that too. That's interesting. Yeah, Karn fixing. I see. I see. That makes a little bit more sense now. Looks good.
Well chosen.
It's kind of cool. Just a sec, guys. Right back. All right, so what do we got? This is our turn. I think we're good to end here. We've got the Shivan Fire for anything he plays, or chuck a Siege Gang. That's kind of annoying. No. Yes. Maybe should have minus. We're on the point where we could have cast the map, but I was trying to get more value out of it. Again, this is the first time I've actually hit this combo in this deck, so it's kind of a bit weird. It's like figuring it out as we go. Don't kill my dudes. No! Alright. Seems good. We don't know yet. They think so, but they're coming back at about 2. Guess we can remove his creature. That seems good enough. We could minus because of treasure map. Do end of turn. Leaves our guy vulnerable to dying. But we kill him next turn. Do we need to kill him next turn? I think we're going to kill him pretty fucking soon anyways. Still. Makes him answer this.
Some solutions
Okay.
must be built.
All right. Firemind's Research is not very good. You have to have a very specific deck to make Firemind's Research good, Stasiak. I mean, you can certainly make it happen, but it's not particularly great on its own. Alright, so go to end combat. End a turn. We're going to manipulate the top. We're going to leave it right where it is. Okay. Dude goes to a 4/4. My turn, absolutely. Get rid of the land. The Steamkin off. That seems like a good start. We want to get removal to kill that. Alright, let's play the land. Get removal off the top. 2 mana ought to be good enough. Swing in for 8. And win. Nice. That was kind of cool when that went off. Killing both my frenzies is 8 mana. Pretty hard to do anything else with that.